Hey, welcome back, guys. My name is Dimitri. I'm your link to the fire within and to God. Alright, guys, you got power. You can change anything in your life anytime. Right? God give you the power. You got free will. Now, you want to look for some other people, trying to group of people and trying to change your life and change the world, ain't going to work. Alright? They just take your power, your energy, your money. That's the way it is. Whether you like it or not, it's nothing new. Thousands of years. Alright? You can change your life. You can use your power right now that God gave you. You can change everything in your life you want to, but it's up to you, right? I'm just a messenger. I'm give you this messenger. Whether you like it or not, this is the way it's gonna work, right? Whether you believe it or not, well, you can spend years and years and trying to discover what I'm telling you today, right? You got a power. You can change anything in your life at any time, right? So there's a thing that God wants me to tell you guys is that God is judging God. Judging, I mean, you had the power of God, you judge too. Everything you do in your life, you judge, right? You judge before you take an action, right? If you go to hurt somebody, you already know, you're judging, right? You're going to hurt somebody. That's part of judging, right? You stay away from other people, that means you're judging them, right? So, if you understand the word people are judging, then you know what to do. That way people don't want avoid from people from judging you. Regardless, some people are going to judge. That's regardless it is. Now, you can call that as a race or whatever it is you want to, but people judge your action, right? And when you say something, you don't do it, people judge you, right? Now, it's like a lot of, people can get away with that, right? Because, people try not to judge people, right? When you're not judging people, what happened? They will lie to you. They can continue to lie to you. That's the way it works, whether you like it or not. If you don't judge them, they're going to lie to you. Right? Then you go out into the real world where a whole bunch of people are judging. Now, you can call them a race or whatever, but they judge your action. If you think that your action not creating any kind of reaction, your action cause a change, a reaction, right? Because the consequence behind every action you took, the way God created. Whether you like it or not, you can dissect whatever you want to dissect. A rock, cut a tree, anything that you turn into stuff that, but it's still the element that make what it is, right? You can change. You can call a tree something else. You don't have to call a tree a tree. You can call something else, but it's still a tree. Whoever come up with a name for it, now that's all we know it's a tree. Now you can call it whatever it is, right? But whoever come up with it, it's still a tree. He told you that's a tree, so that you know that's a tree, right? You can call it a dung dang, bang bang, whatever it is, but still, that don't change the structure of the tree, right? The same thing with human judge. Whether you call it race or not, but they judge your action. They will judge you. They will judge you. So how you avoid from them be judging you? Just follow God's law. Create, build, prosper and multiply. But they still gonna judge you. They judge your success. They judge everything that you reward you, because if they don't do it, and when you do it, you get the result, the reward. They're gonna judge you. Don't tell me that everybody judge. Don't tell me you don't judge. You walk outside, you decide to do a certain thing. You judge it. You're judging the word. You're judging, everything around you before you make that decision, right? And as human, people are going to judge you. You want to live like an animal. You're going to have. You want to change your body. People are going to judge you, right? Now, entertainment world, you change your body so way you can entertain the people, right? But people are going to judge you, right? The way the clothes you wear, the thing you put on your body, other people are going to judge you. There's orders in everything. That's ordering everything for it to function properly. Now, you think that you multiple things, then you're lost. Right? You create as a human being, but you think you're more than a human being, then you're lost. You're not going to be fit into the group of human beings no more, because human going to judge you. Even an animal will judge you, right? A lion, they judging you. They watch you, right? They're the hunter, right? They're going to judge you. Which Godzilla they're going to attack, right? They're going to go to the herd. But once the herd separated who's the wicked one, that's a lion going to go for, right? They judging. The animal even judging, right? It's a human. They judge. Every company, they're gonna have proper, and pay people good. They're gonna judge you. They're gonna make sure that you do the job. That's what, and you are abide to the law and rule of that job to get a job that function properly, so they can profit, right? Now, you can have like do whatever, you can wear whatever you want to wear and be, say you want to be whatever, but you're gonna have a lower job unless you have your own business, right? People support you, but then you can't grow your business too far. It's because the world is gonna judge you. Most people want to judge you, right? Because people want, good-looking people. People want result, right? So you create mediocre result, and you think that do things to your body, do anything like that you think everybody gonna accept you? No, they're not gonna accept you. The world's not gonna accept you. Big company that make a lot of money, they're not gonna accept you because they have their orders, right? Now, you have to be like make a lot of money, orders, and go crazy and do crazy things for your body. The thing that you represent all these young kids, and the thing is that they don't have the money that you do, right? You can do whatever you want to do, but you have money. But you represent a whole bunch of people around the world don't have the money that you have, and they're gonna do what you're gonna do, right? So when they go out there doing what you're gonna do, they're gonna suffer. It's because they don't have the amount of money you do. So when you become, real high standard in influencer, you can make sure you do the right thing for the people, right? But if you say, oh, you can do whatever you want to do like me, well, they don't have the money that you do. So they cannot do what you do. But you told them that they can do that too. So they can't because they don't have the money like you do, right? So so influence, gotta be careful, what you project out into the world, because at the end of the day, if people do what they do and they can't really result, they're gonna be really upset at you, right? That's the way it works. Now they're judging you, right? So. See, the world is judging, so you gotta be careful when you're growing up and what you teach your kid, right? What you teach your kid is like the world is gonna judge you the way you dress, the way you do with your body, right? Now you want a crappy job, you want a not good paying job, so you do this thing where you don't care, so you're gonna get a job, and that's why a lot of this is for an example, okay? A lot of people have, doing tattoo, right? So tattoo represents like different community, right? You make a lot of money doing tattoo, but then again, in a real society where business-wise, that you have to cover your tattoo. A lot of people have tattoo, so they go somewhere and they have to wear a suit. They have to do all things to cover that. Why don't they just wear a t-shirt with a tattoo? It don't work. Other business people, they don't say no. I'm not gonna do this and that person. We like them. They do whatever they want to do. But as far as in business wise, that we cannot do. We can do business. With these people, right? Especially you're a media guy. Now you're a business owner, a company. I mean, you have tattoo. It doesn't matter. You got plenty of money, right? You got plenty of money. But the people that can start out with small business, they're gonna struggle because this guy got the money and he got a tattoo. I don't know if we're gonna do business with him. Now, if you have a tattoo with a lot of money and a company, that's a different story for you, right? But you gotta build there so you're able to have that kind of, the money where people looking at. Now they don't look at your tattoo, they look at your money, right? But that's how the world works, right? People are gonna judge you, so they be careful. You can have all this, but the thing is that we young, we all get influenced, by your peer, right? So when they do something, we see something we like, and we don't even realize, we're gonna need a job. We're gonna need to make money, and how we gonna make money? And if I have wear a ring here and there, what kind of job I'm gonna get, right? Because there's a lot of jobs that's not gonna accept me, to have that kind of on my body because it won't fit with their business, right? So you gotta think of those things. If you don't care and you make it all money, or you start your own business, that's a different story. You can do that too, right? I know a lot of people have tattoo, make a lot of money, right? They can do that, right? But in the reality with the mass of people, they're going to judge you. So you got to be careful.